Hi everyone, I'm Johnny and I am an independent Scentsy consultant. Today is the first day of June, unless I forgot what day it is already. And I wanted to share with you all the different scents of wax coming back for June 2020's Bring Back My Bar. So if you don't know what that is, really quick, it's where twice a year Scentsy allows everyone to vote back their favorite fragrances. And the top 25 most voted for fragrances come back for 1 month, and you can add them to your Scentsy club, or you can stock up on them before they disappear at the end of the month. But it's a great way to try some retired scents that come out of the vault. So I have all 25 bars and fragrances here. And we're gonna go and kind of do a little first sniffs together. A couple of these I am somewhat familiar with, and there's some that I'm intrigued about. Really quick, so just so you kind of know what scents I like, I tend to go for more of like the woody, clean, fresh, rather than the fruity and the bakery scents. Sometimes I do a little bit of a floral or citrus, but it really just depends. But generally, bakery and super fruity stuff and citrusy are just not my first go-to choices. All right, with that being said, I'm going to do them in alphabetical order. I'll try to get through this quickly because there's 25 of them and I don't want to spend an hour on this, but we'll see what happens. All right, so first scent is Banana Nut Bread. And it is a like light yellow color, like banana nut bread. I know, Johnny, it's a color of wax, no one cares. And wow, all right. So on cold sniff, remember that when bars are warmed, they can change as well. But on cold, it definitely smells like banana nut bread. My grandma used to make the best, like her own recipe banana nut bread. But anyways, it does smell like banana nut bread. There's a weird like artificial after note though on cold, which might go away when it's warmed. But I've heard only great things about this one, and apparently this is one of the first 3 original scents that Scentsy ever had. So definitely worth trying, even if you're not a big bakery person, and even if you're not a big banana person, I could see you potentially liking this. Yeah, you get the banana. You get that kind of dough scent to it. There's a little bit of a nuttiness. I don't necessarily pick up a heavy sort of nut scent, which is great. Yeah, it just smells like banana bread. So, banana bread. All right, I need to move quicker because there's a lot of these. All right, the next one is called, oh, I should probably tell you what Scentsy says. Banana nut bread, right from the oven with ripe bananas, nuts, and spices. There you go. All right, the next one is called Beach. It's a blue label, but the bar looks like the color of sand, kind of. It's at the beach. Yeah, Okay, so let's talk about how this doesn't smell like a beach to me. No. Okay, so Scentsy says papaya and honeydew sweetened with a hint of coconut. So I like coconut. I don't mind honeydew. And I like eating papayas. But to me, this bar doesn't smell like a beach. Like I want like a sandy note or like a fresh note. And this is like very fruity. And there's like that papaya. I think it's the papaya. It must be. It's just weirdly off-putting to me. I actually had a little, tried wearing this once before, a long time ago. I got like a sample of it. Did not like it warmed. Still don't really like it. I'll give it another try, but it doesn't get my seal of approval, but you might like this, especially if you like papaya, honeydew, and coconut all together. It is very tropical, so I guess in that sense it's sort of beachy. Anyways, next we have Beach Daisy, which is this lovely kind of golden color, for those of you who are interested in the color of your wax. Oh, see, now this one I can get behind. I don't know if I necessarily would call it beachy, but maybe. I definitely get a floral note. Something like It almost smells like vanilla. Let's find out. I'm probably completely wrong. Honeydew melon, wild daisies, and green apple. Oh, there's the freshness. Okay. Make a bouquet of fresh picked paradise. So it must be the honeydew and the daisies and the apple, because I usually like apple scents. Yeah, I can pick up the apple now. Yeah. All right, so this one's a winner. Winner chicken dinner or beach daisy dinner. Definitely try this one. It's a light floral. It's not in your face. It's not powdery, at least not to me. And I feel like this would be a really nice fragrance just about anywhere in your house. I should probably say like where I think these should go. Oh well. Let's move on. All right, Blueberry Rush. Oh, it's blue. Who would have thought, right? Okay, so I have warmed this before in a sample I got a long time ago. I like it. It's not a true blueberry though. There's a tartness to it. It's more than just blueberry. And I'm gonna butcher it, so I'm not even gonna try to guess right now. So let's just find out what they say. A sweet surge of ripe blueberry, really, leads a luscious bouquet of lively cranberry. That's what it is. It's the cranberry note. Black currant and pomegranate. So there are these kind of tart berry notes to it, because blueberry tends to be, at least to me, a very sweet berry, kind of like strawberry would be. But this is more of like a sweet tart kind of scent. So I definitely feel that the cranberry and the pomegranate and what is the other one that they said? Black currant kind of lean towards that. I don't know if I smell currant specifically. I feel like it's blending in there with the other tart berries. But it's really good. So I would definitely try it if you like fruity scents or those particularly berry scents. You might really like this. All right, moving on to one of my least favorites from this collection. Bubblegum. It's pink. It smells just how you'd think like Hubba Bubba pink bubblegum would smell. And that is not a scent that I like to smell in the candy or the gum, I guess, or in my house. Not for me. But if you really like bubblegum, this is pretty spot on. The true scent of baseball card bubblegum, sugar and cotton candy with a hint of mint. Yeah, for me, I could probably have tolerated the sugar and cotton candy. But that mint, it makes it smell like bubblegum, but not for me. All right, let's move on. Cashmere is next. I tried to put these in order. Cashmere, it's kind of like a peach orange colored wax. Oh, see, now we're cooking with this. This is up my alley. It just has like a cozy smell, like what you'd expect. Oh, it just feels like a nice warm hug. Okay. I'm not even going to try to explain it, but it says, sheer floral bouquet combines Moroccan jasmine, that's probably why I love it, lily of the valley, and bergamot. So if you're not a big bergamot person, I don't really get a huge amount of bergamot for this. And I wouldn't necessarily call this super floral. Like, it doesn't smell like I'm out in a garden of whatevers. But it's very, like, it's a very cozy smell, and it smells like fresh clothes, like a cashmere sweater. It's really cozy, like a blanket that you could curl up in. Anyways, I like this one. This might even make it into my Scentsy club. Highly recommend it. Definitely worth trying. All right, moving on. Taking forever, Johnny. Cherry Limeade is next. It's a red packaging. Dun 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 dun. And it smells like cherry limeade. I don't get as much lime. It's more of like, it's there. It's not in your face lime. So this is not like lime with a hint of cherry. It's cherry and fizz with a hint of lime on the medium back end of it. So here's my thing. I like the scent of soda or pop. However, I'm from Michigan originally, so we called it pop, but soda. I love the fizziness kind of component to this, and I appreciate that, but I remember being disappointed when I warmed this. So I'll give it another go. But when I originally warmed a sample of this, I was not as excited about it warmed as I was when I just smelled it in the package. So if you like soda, fizzy, effervescent sort of scents, and cherry and lime, this may be something worth trying. Moving on. Cherry vanilla. We have a cherry theme in this thing. This is also a red packaging. It's a little bit lighter than the other one. So, oh, did I describe cherry limeade? Probably didn't. Let me really do that. Zesty key lime, sweet cherry, and juicy berry. Delicious scent reminiscent of a soda fountain drink. So there you go. Cherry limeade, soda fountain drink. Yeah. All right, cherry vanilla. Moving on. You definitely smell cherries, and you definitely get that vanilla in there. The vanilla in this kind of mutes down the cherry a little bit, compared to the cherry in cherry limeade, which was more of like a fizzy in-your-face cherry scent. Yeah, this is a little bit more muted. The vanilla definitely calms it down a little bit. So Scentsy says, sweet as the finishing touch atop your favorite sundae, cherry vanilla is a delightful swirl of candied cherry and sugared almonds folded into velvety white chocolate ice cream. Velvety white chocolate ice cream. Oh, I guess I get a little bit of the white chocolate note at the end. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't mind the scent. I think I warmed a sample of this too. Several of these I've warmed samples of. It started out okay, and then I feel like it was either this one or cherry limeade by the end just smelled like cough syrup to me. So I'll have to warm these again and figure out which one that is and let you know. Okay, moving on. The next one I do like though, coconut cotton. So I'm just gonna read it because it's delicious. But sun-warmed cotton, creamy coconut milk, bright citrus, and white sandalwood transport you to a cabana on a tropical beach, and it is a light blue color. So this is like fresh coconut meets laundry, but it's more coconut than laundry. So if you're scared away of scents like Clothesline or Clean Breeze, which are like heavy on the laundry scent side of things, you do get that cotton note, but I've warmed this and it just smells heavenly of a coconut. If you like something like maybe Mahalo coconut, you might like this one. Oh, this is so good. This is going in my club. I was so excited when I saw this came back. Yeah, try this one. I recommend it. And I'm not, like I said earlier, I usually do like the fresh woodsy sort of stuff and sometimes cleaner smells, but I don't actually do laundry. So coconut cotton, if I like this, you might, or you might not. We'll find out. Try it. All right, next we have Echo. It is a brown label, light creamy colored wax. Ooh, this oh man. That's great. Okay, so let me read it to you. Echo, sophisticated metropolitan fragrance of manly spice notes, Mediterranean citrus and herbs, and bitter orange. Okay, so notes aside, so this reminds me a little bit, so there's a cologne that my dad used to really, well, still really likes, called Aromas, I think. It kind of reminds me of that. It's there's like a musky tone to it. It's very manly, very cologne scented. It's not super herbal. I mean, I get where they're going with it a little bit. I feel like it's a little bit soapy vibes more than necessarily herbal. But yeah, this smells like a mature men's cologne. Wow. So I will be interested to see how this warms, because this could be really strong. Because just smelling it cold, it's really strong, but we'll find out. I'm curious because I like it, but I wonder if this is going to be one of those ones where I'm like, I like this, and then I go and warm it, and I'm like, I don't really like this. So we'll see. But if you like masculine, cologne-y sort of scents, definitely check this one out. I talked way too much about that. All right, but that's okay, because the next one doesn't need a whole lot of explaining. Next one is eucalyptus. It's dark green, kind of like the color of eucalyptus, and it's described as soothing, medicinal, and herbal. And this, let me tell you, this is eucalyptus. It is like if you took a bottle of essential oil of eucalyptus and just spilled it all over the room. That is what this is to me. And it almost like stings my nose to smell it. So I imagine that if you have sinus congestion, you would love this scent. Or allergies. I have allergies, so this might be great if I'm having like some allergies with the seasons, but not really my thing. So at least not in wax form. I would probably get it in an essential oil form. But if you like eucalyptus, there you go. I still talk too much about that. All right, next one is called Fresh Cut Grass. And as they describe it, it's a green wax. I'll show you in a second. Like freshly cut fairway on a cool summer morning. Nature. It smells like grass. It smells like fresh grass. What's interesting is it's an authentic, well, as authentic as you can get grass smell, which might honestly be really nice because we've all been, you know, hiding inside because the world is shut down. So if you forgot what grass smells like, maybe this is something that you might like. It's not super pungent. It doesn't smell super artificial on cold smell. And I've smelled, weirdly enough, I've smelled other grass scented waxes from other companies, and I don't mind them when I want to just have like an outside vibe, indoors, outdoors, but it wouldn't necessarily be my go-to, but I don't mind it. So check it out. If you like the smell of grass, you will definitely probably like this one. All right. Here we go, moving on. This is taking forever. There's so many. Next one is Fuzzy Blanket. It is a light purple. Snuggle up to the soft scent of lavender, sandalwood, and sweet honeysuckle. All right, so a lot of people have raved about this. And I like it. You definitely get the lavender. You definitely smell the sandalwood. I don't know if I smell honeysuckle. Let's see. So sometimes you can, if you pop the wax bar out, you can smell some of the other oils on the other side. I don't really get honeysuckle. Maybe a sweetness from it or a floral note, but I don't know, I get lavender and sandalwood, and then maybe like that sweetness, or that whatever's lightening it is probably the honeysuckle. But I don't necessarily wouldn't call this a super floral scent, particularly. It's another cozy fragrance, but if you're looking for something that's really honeysuckle in your face, this isn't it. This is like lavender and sandalwood and a sweetness, so a sweet floral in the background. But it's really pretty, so I'll be curious to see how this warms. All right, next we have Grape Granita. Purple. And a dark purple wax. Oh, okay. So I have a thing about artificial grape scents. Namely, I don't like them. And this just smells like artificial grape juice. Sun-warmed grape and pineapple with undertones of honeysuckle. There's a lot of things with undertones of honeysuckle that I'm either not picking up, or maybe the wax that I'm melting in this room is interfering with. I'm warming one of the Father's Day collection ones in here. There's maybe a sweetness from the pineapple. Or the honeysuckle. But mostly I just get artificial grape from this. And I have a feeling if this is anything like melon and apple granita, it's going to be really strong. So I'm not really excited to warm this, but we'll give it a try. If you like that artificial purple grape flavor from like candies or juices or whatever, you'll probably love this. All right, next we have Happy Birthday, another one everyone's raving about. It's pink. And this just smells like a birthday cake. Like, some people have described it as like a funfetti cake. You know, the one with all like the weird colors in it. This smells like a yellow cake to me, kind of. And like a sweet icing. Like one of those, even like the ones that you'd get bought in the store with the ridiculous amount of icing on them. Okay. Bring back childhood memories of licking sweet, rich frosting off the beaters. Happy Birthday is a candylicious confection of sparkling sugar, fluffy whipped cream, and warm vanilla extract. Okay, I get the sweetness of the sugar. I don't know if I get a sparkling note. I get vanilla. There's definitely vanilla. And I guess there is a light sort of whipped cream kind of note to it. I mean, it's good. I remember warming a sample of this, and I actually didn't mind it. And I'm not usually a big sweet bakery person. Like, I don't know if you know, but we had this Candy, Sparkles, Unicorns, Fantasy collection. That's what it was called. Fantasy Wax collection earlier this year. That was not my vibe. The vibe check failed. But this one is all right. So try this out. And if you love the smell of birthday cake or cakes in general, you might actually really like this one. All right, let's move on. Hemingway. It's reddish brown. This smells to me like a great fall scent. There's like apple and spice. It's like, when I think of fall, this is what I want to be warming. Okay. Rich ripe apples and warm woody accents of sandalwood. And cedar with hints of spice. I definitely get the apples. I get the spice. Usually I can tell. Oh, there's the cedar. I don't know if I specifically get sandalwood, but I get a woody note. I feel like in the bottom smelling it, I smell the cedar, but I definitely smell the apple and the spices, or apple and cinnamon on the top. It smells good. It's definitely, to me, a fall scent. It'll be curious to see if more of the woody notes to it pick up more when it's warmed. But I do enjoy it. I just tend to find that there's a lot of apple spice or apple cinnamony scents out there, especially in the fall. So to me, this isn't, while it's a good scent, it doesn't necessarily stand out to me as being something particularly interesting. But you might like it. I will probably enjoy warming it. And if I don't want it right now, I will keep it until fall. All right, next we got Jumpin Jellybean. I'm talking too much. It's kind of hard to do these, like, describe all these bars in as quick as you can format. Anyways, it's light lime green. It's called Jumpin Jellybean, and as you expect, it smells like a candied jelly bean. Crisp pear and apples, zesty lemon, and sugar evoke sweet childhood memories. I don't know about you, but I was never a huge jelly bean fan growing up. I know there's people who rave about jelly beans. I kind of developed a taste for them to an extent as I've gotten older. And I was really excited because I remember when I first smelled the sample of this, I was like, oh, it's like a pear scent. And then I warmed it. It is so sweet candied. Like the pear note to it is just adds to the sweetness. It's I don't know. There's a pear note to it. I don't know. To me, this just smells like a candy jelly bean, which is what it's supposed to smell like. And that is not something that I particularly am fond of. But if you really like those sweet candy smells, try this one out. You might love it. Just don't invite me over when you warm it. All right, next one is Pink Haze. A sweet confection of berries. Hey, guess what? It's pink. A sweet confection of berries, nectarines, and vanilla-laced whipped cream nestled in marshmallow fondant. Okay. All right, so this is another sweet scent. We'll call it bakery. I don't hate it. It is like, it's not bad. So I definitely get the sugary notes, like beyond belief of sugary notes. I do get a berry note. I guess I get a faint citrus note to me, which I guess would be the nectarines, and I do get some vanilla, but it's like the vanilla marshmallow vanilla, not necessarily just a pure vanilla or a floral vanilla, or I get more marshmallow on the other side of the bar, so I can definitely see that there's a marshmallow tone to this. I should have been doing that and sniffing the other side of some of these other bars. But anyways, I don't mind this. It's not a favorite of mine, but I'm curious to see if I will enjoy this when I warm it. Because I've heard a lot of good things about it. We'll find out. All right, moving on. The next one, though, Rio Beach. It's like a tan cone. So there's a lot of beach themes in this, and cherry and berries and things like that. I love this scent. I'm actually really excited that this came back because I got a random sample of it and didn't think anything of it. And I warmed it, and I pretty much huffed the wax warmer. Don't ever do that. Well, I mean, do what you want in your own house, I guess. Oh, this is so good. Okay, so let's talk about this, because this is not necessarily full-on beach to me, but is described as a scent of sun, surf, sand, and samba, coconut milk, tropical fruit, and tonka bean. So this is a tropical vibe, but it's not like a pungent vibe from beach over there. So the Rio Beach is better than the regular unnamed beach. I definitely get the coconut. It's not like a coconut cotton, it's like a coconut milk, so it's more of that creamy coconut that kind of blends it together. And the tonka bean. Maybe that's what it is. So tonka bean gives like kind of a warm, like kind of vanilla-y undertone to things, or can do that. I love this warm. Even on cold, it's like, all right, it's nice, but on warm, that was where this one shined for me. So I would suggest trying a bar of this if you like a beachy, sort of fruity, but not in your face, like, fruit scents. You might really like this. That is Rio Beach. All right, moving on. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more. Bear with me. Thank you for this. We'll see how long this video is at the end. Route 66. I've been there. It's kind of fun. All right, so green bar, lighter green. It is described as a windswept, I almost smacked myself in the face with my iPad. I don't know if you saw that. All right. A windswept drive in a convertible, an exhilarating breeze of citrus, herbs, and musk. I get the breeze note, like the ozone airy breeze note. I get a musky note. There is a citrus note in there. It's not super heavy. And there is a green note. So when they say herbs, to me, there's a green note, but it's not like, it doesn't smell herbal in the sense of like medicinal bitter herbs. So it's not like the eucalyptus bar. It has almost a soapy note to it, like a man's body wash. It smells really good. I would be curious to know how much of that soapy vibe scent comes out when it's warmed, because there's been a couple other fragrances that I'm trying to remember for the life of me. Oh, I don't remember them. Well, I don't know. There was another bar once upon a time that I clearly can't remember, and I really liked it. But then the more I warmed it, I realized it had this weird soapy vibe to it. And then I didn't like it. Or was it from... It might have been the Sven scent. I don't remember what it's called. From the Frozen 2 collection. The Sven one, the green one. It kind of gives me that sort of vibes, like a soapy vibe to it. Anyways, if you like that kind of man's body washy, citrusy, musky smell, you might like that one. I'm doing really well describing these. All right, next one, Simply Rose, or yeah, it's rose, not rosé. Light pink, and it smells like a rose. Shocker, right? An open bud of classic floral fragrance. This is strong. I'm not a huge rose person. I don't mind rose. But, and this isn't, whoops, I'm gonna eat the plastic. This isn't a fake powdered rose to me. This is like an authentic rose petal smell. But it's really like rose. So if you are not a rose fan or like a heavy floral fan, this is not one I would recommend. But if you really love rose and you want like a more perfumey, authentic rose petals sort of smell, I would try this. It's definitely rose. All right, 4 more. Southern Evening, dark blue. I couldn't think of the word that I was looking for. All right, I love this one. I've actually warmed this before. This is described as like a trace of perfume lingering sweetly in her wake. This romantic twirl of French lavender, geranium, subtle fruits, and white musk will provide an enchanting escape. Well, I like lavender scents, generally speaking. I like musky scents, generally speaking. This has both of those. I don't know that I get subtle fruits. There's a sweetness, so maybe that's what they're talking about. And I don't know about geranium specifically as being a scent that I pick up on, but it is a really, really nice scent. I also feel like it was somewhat on the medium to lighter side, if I was correct on this. Oh, I haven't said that about any of these. I'll let you know about those when I warm through all of them. But I remember really enjoying this one. It was lighter than I expected, but really nice. So check this one out. Southern Evening. 3 more. Hang in there with me. We've got Sugar, another bakery smell. Sugar is a fruity blend of lemon drops and cotton candy that I can't open. Okay, so this doesn't smell like, I don't know, maybe my schnoz is broken. This doesn't smell like cotton candy or lemon drops to me. It's sweet. It almost to me has like a laundry note, which sounds really bizarre because there's nothing in here that's laundry. But it almost kind of reminds me of like a light, sweet cotton smell. And I should have gotten my testers out to compare this with pink cotton because I feel like there's a similarity or a note in here that's very similar. It must be the berry note in pink cotton. Anyways, long story short, I warmed this. I didn't think I was gonna like this at all because then cold, I was like, no, this is too sweet. I warmed this in my bathroom. It's strong. It is strong. It like wafted into the bedroom, wafted into the hallway, and it was like 1 cube. At least in my apartment. And I really like this. And I don't really like bakery things, which was really strange. So I'm gonna try this again and see if it was just a weird fluke or if, wow, Johnny actually likes a bakery-based scent. But yeah, it's kind of refreshing smelling too. Maybe it's the lemon mixes in and so it gives it more of a fresh note rather than just a pure sweet bakery. But anyways, sugar, try that one. 2 more, I promise I'm almost done. Next one is Thunderstorm. It's dark blue. It is one of my favorites. It's going in my Scentsy club. It has the most delicious, aquatic, kind of masculine. There's like a fresh, spicy note to it. What do they call this? Very refreshing, sharp, spicy outdoor fragrance. Well, I just kind of described it to you. Like the breeze in a storm. Yeah, if you like fresh, like breezes or air sort of scents or clean scents. If you like, this is a kind of a cologne-y scent. Cologne-y, manly, whatever. I would wear this if this was a cologne. It's delicious. You should try this if you like that sort of line of fragrance. I'm probably gonna add this to my club. All right, and we have one last one. Thank you for lasting this long if you have. Oh my goodness. White Sands, and it is decidedly not really white. It's more of like a cream off-white. But anyways, White Sands. Oh, this is good too. So, Night Blooming Jasmine, that's why I like it. Softened by coconut milk and rice, enveloped in the gentlest breeze. So basically it hits on 2 of my my 3 top scents. I love jasmine. I love coconut milk. It's, this is dangerous. I could just sit here and sniff this. Oh. So the bottom has a weird note, which I hope will disappear when it warms, but overall, hadn't ever smelled this before, and I'm sold on this already, so this is going in my club, at least at this point. Alright, so those are the 25. Thank you for bearing with me. That was a lot. Even for me, I was kind of like, oh god, wait, there's more. So these bars will be available for the whole month of June. You can either buy them as many as you want. You can do bundles and saves. You can also add them to your Scentsy club during this month to get them forever and ever and ever until you take them out. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. My email is AromasByJR@gmail.com. It's down in the comments. Or you can check out my Scentsy website. It is Johnny, JONNYR.Scentsy.us. Thanks for sticking around for this. Hopefully this helps. I'm excited to warm these. At some point I will get back to you and let you know my thoughts on these when they've been warmed, but it may be later in the month because there's 25 bars. That's a lot to warm through, even for me with a lot of warmers in my very small apartment. So thank you again for watching. If you like this video, feel free to like this and subscribe. I'm sure I'll be doing more soon. And eventually when my hairstylist opens back up, I will be finally taking this hat off, or I'll just not put it on one day and you'll be surprised and terrified all at once. All right, hope you have a great day and I'll talk to you later. Bye.